Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Pup. We are back for week 3 of the LPDL VGC Little Cup Draft League. If you guys do enjoy the draft league content, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. But yeah, we are undefeated so far in sets, at least. We dropped one game in the first week, but last week went real well against King. So I'm excited. Facing off against Alastor, whatever. I don't know. They've been a part of LPDL for a while. And yeah, they were doing pretty hot in the singles division last season, and I think doubles might be more of their thing. So we'll see what happens. Right now they're 0-2, but they had a close game to Bio, who I know is really good, obviously, after we went to 3 games with them. So we'll see what happens here. They do have a very scary team that we'll go over really quick. First off, they got the Misdreavus. That Pokemon can be a threat. Like Eviolite with like Will-O-Wisp, all that sort of stuff can be very nasty, like Disruptor, Taunt stuff. Makes it a little bit tough to get some of my Pokemon going. Fletchling, which has Galewind's Tailwind, which is really nasty, so speed control is not going to be easy for us. Also, it can just like hit us really hard. With like Galewing's Brave Bird destroys most of my team. And Magby for redirection, Follow Me is really annoying. With Flame Body as well, it can be annoying for stuff like Cubfu. They have a Frigibax, which can, Dragon Dance be annoying in that regard. I don't think it has Dragon Dance. I think it has Swords Dance and Ice Shard though, which can be super scary. Sprigatito is a fast grass type with Protean and like Sucker Punch and stuff. Also Play Rough, which I really think they're gonna tech onto it this week, just to be able to change that typing and be annoying for us. They also could run Special. I think it's possible. I think they have Power Gem for like my Hisuian Growlithe. It actually looks pretty solid versus. They have a Coughing, which is actually in contention for Kill Leader. This Pokemon's kind of nasty. Neutralizing Gas, it can shut down a lot of what I want to do with my team, with potential like Cubfu getting past flinches and intimidates and stuff like that. Not as big of a deal here, but still can be used. Can get past my Shellos having the Water Absorb or the Storm Drain, whatever. Can get past a lot of that nasty stuff on my team. Hold off Intimidates for my Scraggy. So it's going to be a little bit tough to get around that guy. And then just like running Poison Gas or Toxic Spikes versus my team is really tough because I only have one Steel type, no Poison type. So it makes everything just a little bit hard, and they can stall me out with a lot of defensive options on their team. They've got a Joltik, which matches up really well offensively into me. I'd be very, very surprised to not see this Pokemon come. And I think Terra Ground makes a lot of sense. Maybe Terra Water as well. We could see here, Terra Ground would give them super effective coverage into my Hisuian Growlithe, 4x super effective, and against my Galarian Meowth and the Pichu. But if they go Terra Water, they hit the they still hit the Growlithe while also resisting my hits from the Wingull, Oshawott, and the Shellos. So could be that. I also see the Popplio here, which is a nice, cute Pokemon, and can do a lot of defensive stuff versus my team since I do have a lot of water spam here. They have Rockruff, kind of my mascot, super great Pokemon. I love it. Hits like an absolute truck. Can be super scary. And they have Goomy in the brain. Love that Pokemon. I don't think it does too much here. And like it could take a grass type move since we do have like Chikorita on the squad. So with Sap Sipper, it could do that. So let's look at what I'm bringing for this week. We're going to start off with our Wingull here. This Wingull is Terra Electric. Should help me always live any one hit from the Joltik if I need to. Also, I can eat like a Choice Banded Gale Wings boosted Brave Bird from the Fletchling, so we don't have to worry about that. I also have the Focus Sash, so I'd always eat one hit anyways, but it does help me eat like multiple hits from the Joltik since it is such a big threat into my team. With Hurricane, Surf, Icy Wind, and Tailwind. Tailwind is probably what we're going to be clicking a lot of the time in this game, just to try to cancel out their Tailwind. I do have some of the speed advantage, especially with this Wingull being faster than everything on their team. I am pretty sure. Let me look back at my prep here, just to be really sure about that. I'm pretty sure I outspeed everything. Oh, we speed tie with the Misdreavus, but that's fine. Besides that, we have a lot of speed control versus them. So yeah, that Tailwind's really nice. And also Icy Wind as well. If they do not have their Tailwind up, then I click one Icy Wind, and then even stuff like Shellos can be faster than most of their entire team and do a lot of damage to them. Surf is obviously there to boost up my Shellos so that we do have it later down the line. and the Hurricane hits their team very, very hard. It gives me a way to hit like the Sprigatito, and it hits the Joltik surprisingly hard as well. And yeah, like I said, that's Terra Electric. Next up, we have a Terra Dark Cubfu. I feel like there's a good chance to see that Mischievous that wants to Will-O-Wisp me. I think Terra Ghost on a couple of their Pokemon makes a lot of sense. The Fletchling very much makes sense if they're not going to be Covert Cloak. The Magby as well makes a lot of sense. So I feel like we might see that. So I have Terra Dark with Terra Blast here. Close Combat is really nice into a lot of their team. And then we also have Zen Headbutt to be able to hit that Coughing if they are not going to tear out of their typing. Looks pretty solid in general. And then we have Detect as well. Try to get myself away from hitting myself with the Surf, since I do have 3 Pokemon on my team with Surf. And yeah, we are Lumberry variant on this one, just in case we get Flame Body Burn or Will-O-Wisp Burn or anything like that. Toxic by the Coughing. Don't have to worry about that. We can still do a ton of damage and not be on a timer. Next up, we have the core of Oshawott plus Chikorita. Let's talk about what these Pokemon do. We have the pledges together. And basically what the pledges do, if you do not know, Grass plus Water Pledge, when you use it together on the same turn, makes it so only one attack goes off. It'll be the slower Pokemon that attacks the Grass typing. 150 base power Grass move that will set up a swamp that for like 4 or 5 turns or something like that quarters the opponent's speed, and they don't even need to be touched in the round. So it's really great for speed control here. Makes everything on my team seem super duper fast. So I have a very, very fast Chikorita here to be able to outspeed a lot of stuff on their team. And as soon as that Grass Pledge is called, it'll automatically go to my Oshawott, and my Oshawott will use it, which is why my Oshawott here is a max special attack Modest. So if I do click those pledges, it's going to be doing a lot of damage. Unfortunately, the Grass type move does not do very much damage into a lot of stuff on their team. Frigibax resist it, Coughing resist it, Sprigatito resist it, Fletchling, Magby, Joltik, all that resists it. And it can be eaten by Goomy. If they don't bring Goomy, then it looks really, really good. But yeah, just a solid option here to be able to get that speed control. Also really like Knockoff here, being able to knock off like an Eviolite from Mischievous, be able to be annoying to their team. Icy Wind for the same reasons as Wingull, which is great, and then Surf as well to boost the Shellos. And we have an Assault Vest, so we should always be able to eat some hits from the Joltik. I think we even eat a super effective Thunder. I obviously will eat some attacks from the Mischievous as well. We're Terra Dragon on this guy, so I'm just very, very defensive, can eat a lot of attacks and covers for like potential like Terra stuff that may want to cover my team. They don't have a Fairy type. They only have like 1 Dragon, 1 Ice type, which is that Frigibax. I guess they have Goomy as well, but I really don't think I'll get punished for that. Then more so on the Chikorita, we are a Terra Fire variant, so I can never get knocked out by like a Fletchling or a Magby doing any one of those super effective hits. The Frigibax, even the Joltik, any of those, they're not going to hit me for super effective damage. They're not going to be able to knock me out in one shot. And I am max HP on this Pokemon, and I can set up my dual screens once I get rid of, once I use the Grass Pledge to get all those Pokemon very, very slow. Set up, boost my, Oshawott's defense with Reflect or special defense with Light Screen. I can Heal Pulse over to the other side, boost, obviously raise the health of my teammates' Pokemon, which will be really, really nice for this game. Next up, we'll move on to my Shellos. Obviously synergizes very, very well with Oshawott and that Wingull. And I mean, everything on my team really. With the Storm Drain ability, whenever I click Surf with one of my Pokemon, I'm going to be getting a +1 boost to my special attack, which is nice. We are max special attack with Modest Nature and a lot of speed as well. We just click Surf versus their team. If I don't want to hit my own Pokemon, I mean, I have Protect on a couple things, Cubfu and the Hisuian Growlithe, which is really nice. And the Oshawott takes no damage because it's Assault Vested and resisted. But we also have Muddy Water, just in case I need it. It is like 85% accurate, but it only hits the opponents, which is really, really nice here. We have Recover, but I'm not the Eviolite variant. I'm Custap on this, so I can endure down to 1 HP if they do try to attack me, and I can get a nice Hail Mary Surf off at the very end, which is really nice. Make sure that I go first in my priority bracket when I'm under 25%. And then we are Terra Grass on this thing, so I should be able to eat any like energy balls from Joltik or any hits from Sprigatito, anything like that. I guess the Joltik might as well just click Thunder into me because I'm not a ground type on this Pokemon. But I do also assume that we might see like a Terra Grass or Terra Electric from something on their squad. So we'll always eat any hit and be able to fire back with some damage. And then last but certainly not least is going to be the Hisuian Growlithe. Really like this Pokemon this week. I'm a Terra Water variant, so I eat the water attacks from their side. ground attacks if they want to go for anything like that. But we're one attack. We're only Rock Slide, which hits everything on their team for super effective or neutral damage. We are Protect and Howl with max special defense. Really, really fun set here. I can boost up my teammates' attacks. So really nice in tandem with the Kubfu, being able to boost our attacks up, being able to heal myself up with Morning Sun. I don't have to worry about the defense quite as much in this game because they do have a lot of special attackers, especially the stuff that threatens me decently well, because I don't care about a Fletchling. Anything like that isn't really going to be able to hurt me. So I get to boost up the attacks for these Pokemon and I just go crazy. I don't even need the speed to be able to, you know, try to flinch stuff with Rock Slide. Once I get that attack boosted up, we're just attacking and it's going to hit both the Pokemon on their side. I'm using a lot of spread moves this week. It looks very, very strong for me this week. That's going to be my squad for this week. Hopefully we are going to be able to do a lot. I know Elastor is going to be pretty solid here, but I am very confident in the team I built for this week. I've been having a blast doing VGC, and I hope you guys are having a good time watching it as well. So if you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let's get straight into that battle. Yo, we are back with some more Little Cup VGC this week, taking on Elastor. And they have a very scary team. They have Terra Flying, Fletchling, Terra Fairy, Coughing, Terra Rock, Joltik, Fighting Magby, Steel, Frigibax, and Dark Rockruff. I do one of these games. I really want to try out the stuff with Oshawott plus Chikorita. It's tough if we lead into the Fletchling. That Pokemon is very annoying. It's also not terrible into Fletchling. Like, we just attack it turn one with both. Honestly, that might be the play. I probably Terra Chikorita. And then, you know, in the back, this guy looks great. Fairy Coughing is a little bit tough. This guy definitely looks great. And I like the dog as well. I think we'll try it for game one. We'll try to do the double pledges. And if it doesn't work, then we'll try it again in game two. I am pretty excited for this one, though. I am really excited for just the fun of it. So you see Coughing plus Magby. Okay. That's interesting. So I have a feeling that we might see like T-Spike from them, actually. Like Follow Me T-Spike, something like that. Neutralizing gas, that's okay. I mean, I don't hit either of these guys very hard with my pledges, right? I don't have to go for pledges versus these guys as well. I definitely do not have to. But I feel like I probably should. I could also just screens. Or just hard swap out. The Magby's Terra Fight. I mean, if I double pledge into the Magby, I feel like this is fine. I don't want my Chikorita to die, though. I feel like I'll be okay if I Terra Fire my Chikorita. I'll keep it around for a while. And we'll just double pledge. I'll just go for the pledges to start it off. We Terra. I wonder if they Terra as well. It is a curiosity of mine to see if they do Terra on this. They don't, as they're just going to Mach Punch. Interesting. Well, I'm going to pledge. I'm going to get both of my pledges up. It's going to be the grass one, unfortunately, but that still does 50% to the Magby. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. And we're going to see Toxic. Okay. Toxic is quite interesting here. And what, I could Water Pledge into the Magby now. If I want, I like the swap out. I mean, I could just stay in at this point. I can set up my light screen and reflect. I don't know. I do like the Water Pledge. I do. I also really like Knockoff into the Coughing spot. I like Knockoff plus going for a screen. So Magby's probably physical. So let's go for a Reflect. We're gonna see Protect on Magby. Awesome. Awesome. I figured that could be a thing. We might see double Protect. We do not. So that's great. Oh, we'll probably see Eviolite on this coughing. My hair is crazy. Yeah, that's definitely Eviolited. They're gonna get the double Toxic off. That's totally fine. I'm just gonna knock out the Magby with my Water Pledge. I think I'm gonna switch the Chikorita out. But it should be pretty safe to at least attack the Magby slot here. I also could Surf if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna go out to my pup here. And if we see Magby switch out, that's not the end of the world. We are fast, which makes sense. They might Mach Punch this Pokemon as well, as they withdraw the coughing. Ooh. Who do we see come in here? No neutralizing gas, so we get the Intimidate off. So Magby's Mach Punch won't do quite as much. We see Rockruff. Okay, that's fine with me. We're gonna Water Pledge. This Pokemon goes down. Awesome. Beautiful, beautiful. And I probably just Protect with Growlithe, right? And Surf will look really nice with my Oshawott here. Ooh, they get Fletchling out. That's fine. I mean, they've got the Swamp. I could honestly Water Pledge into the Rockruff. That is not the Rockruff. I could Water Pledge into the Rockruff and just Rock Slide them. I really just could. They might Tailwind. I think this is okay, though. I'm a little bit worried about dying to a 4-time super effective attack from the Rockruff, but I'll go for this. We see Endure. That's fun. That is fun. So I'm glad that I went for this. As you see, probably the Gale Wings Acro. And nice Water Pledge. That should do a ton of damage. Beautiful, beautiful. And we see... what? Lychee? Weakness Policy. Okay. Weakness Policy is really cool. But I do knock out the Fletchling, so no Tailwind up the next turn. I think that will still be okay. And then I just go Cubfu. I think we die to Toxic. Yes, we do. Okay, rip Oshawott. Okay, so Osha, KO, Magby, and Fletchling. And they don't have the speed anymore, right? Rockruff. If they're max speed, they're going to outrun my Growlithe. If they're max speed, they'll outrun my Chikorita as well. I'm pretty sure. Will they? Yeah, they will. They will not outrun my Cubfu. So Cubfu can come in. They're going to go Coughing. That's fine. This is fine. And then Coughing, KO, Asha. So this is their last two. I kind of want to go for double Detect here. No, there's no reason to. I think we just close combat into the Rockruff. And then I Rock Slide. I just get damage. We're gonna see Sucker Punch. That's a lot of damage, but I'm the Eviolite Pokemon. They see that now. So wish I would have just Zen Headbutted. They still have their Terra, so I'm surprised that we didn't see that be the click from them. But nice game one for me so far. We're gonna get the Rock Slide off. We do connect. That's a lot of damage as well. We do get the flinch as well. That's really nice. And then, do I want to reveal the Zen Headbutt? There's no reason to. There is just no reason to reveal it. So we're just going to close combat. Maybe make them think that I'm choiced in some way. And we should pick up this KO with the Rock Slide here. Beautiful, beautiful. And that's game one. So Cubfu, KO on Rockruff. The Weakness Policy Endure was really fun. And then Growlithe KO on Coughing. That went beautifully. The Swamp was great. I think in game 2, I'm going to try to go with more of a Shellos kind of thing. That was a very good game 1, though. I'm happy with how I played so far. I'm a little bit worried about Joltik. They can Terra Rock through me. I think we should be okay. Joltik Terra Rock is definitely the scariest thing, though, because that beats my Growlithe in the back. So I think we're going to go Let It Rain, and we're going to go Slug Walk here. And then, I mean, I like Pup. I like Pubfu a lot. Pubfu definitely has to come to this game. It's either going to be the Oshawott, and we bring Triple Waters, which could be scary, or bring the dog. I mean, the dog I could also lead. I really do not hate leading with the dog. What do we do here? Because I need to be able to knock off that Coughing, right? Or they're toxic, right? Okay, I'm going to go with Oshawott in the back. And I'm just going to try to water spam through their team, I think. I'm going to rely on Shellos in this game. I'm just going to try to click Surfs as much as I humanly can. I think that's a solid idea for this. We see Frigibax and Joltik. Okay. So somewhat what I expected. Somewhat what I expected for sure. Frigibax is Terra Steel, which is fine for me right now. And then I should outrun everything with Wingull. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I outrun the Joltik. Do all that good stuff. I just am going to Surf on this turn. I think I'm going to Terra Grass, and I'm going to click. Do I want to Terra Grass? I don't want to die to Joltik. Right? But I think if I just Muddy Water, I can do enough damage through them. Yeah, so we're going to get the Storm Drain. We do attack first, and this is going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's 50% on Joltik is really great. We see Thunder. We're going to live on our Focus Sash. Going to live with the Sash. What does Frigibax do? Oh, we get parried. That's tough. That is tough. Frigibax spears into the Wingull. Okay, so that's good. That is great for me, I think. And if Muddy Water knocks out the Joltik here, we're in an amazing position. That's all I want. We do connect both. Beautiful. That is beautiful right there. That is amazing. So, Frigibax. Game 2. Frigibax. KO Wingull. And then Shellos. KO Joltik. I'm just going to go Oshawott here. And I'm going to click Surf again. Right? We see Coughing as well. That's totally fine. Neutralizing Gas. Ooh. Now, Neutralizing Gas is interesting. I'm going to knock off this Coughing. And I really want to Protect on this turn as well. I feel like we might see double into the Slug. Muddy Water is very free. Even Surf, I think, is just a little bit better on this turn. So I'm going to go for it. So I'll knock him. Get rid of that Eviolite. That's beautiful, beautiful. I feel like we're probably going to get Toxicked. We're going to be able to do a lot of damage. The Frigibax just straight up dies. That's amazing. Oh, did not know that we were going to outrun everything on that side. Ooh, they have T-Bolt. Okay. Okay, and it... Ooh, we get paralyzed too. Man, double para sucks. Yeah, this Shellos is like max speed or very, very speedy. So it makes this look really nice for us. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to click Icy Wind here and I will Surf yet again. Or you know what? No, the better play is to Surf on both. I'll just double Surf because if we knock out that Coughing, We get Psychic Fangs, that's fine. If we knock out that Coughing, then we're fine. I think we're just going to take a double KO, though. Yes, we do. Shellos taking 4 KOs in this last game. KOing Rockruff and Coughing. So that's GG's. That's just straight up 2 games. And Shellos really just did crazy work in that one. And GG's to Alistar. Very fun game. That Endure Weakness policy on the Rockruff was really cool. But yeah, Shellos is a huge threat. And I love that I was able to use the Swamp as well. So that was a really good one. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm loving the VGC stuff. Also, next year, there's going to be a regional near me. So might see me do some more VGC stuff on the channel soon. If you guys do enjoy that, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe like I said. And check out all the other LPDL coaches. They should be linked in the description. That's about it for me. See you in the next one. Peace.